Let's learn how to tie a butcher's knot. We tie, aka truss meat, with butcher's twine to help retain its shape and help it cook evenly. Butcher's twine is made from 100% cotton, which is food, oven, and smoker safe. The butcher's knot is actually two knots. One slip knot so you can easily tighten the knot down to adjust to the curvature of the meat, and a regular knot called the security knot, which keeps the slip knot in place. You'll need to practice these knots to get good at it. You can practice with a water bottle or anything else that has some weight to it and is roughly the size of the meat that you'll need to truss. Start by cutting your twine into sections that are long enough to wrap around the meat with plenty of length to spare. About 2 to 3 times the circumference of the meat works well. Slip the twine under the meat and position it where you want it. Wrap the twine around the meat so the ends are close to you, with one section on top and one section on bottom. The twine on the bottom should be about twice the length of the twine on the top. We're tying 2 twines on this beef shank, so we'll roughly place one twine 1/3 of the way from the bottom, and the other one 1/3 of the way from the top, so they're evenly spaced out. Grab the twine's top end with your left hand, and grab the twine's bottom end with your right hand. Place the bottom twine through the middle of your right hand with your palm facing up. Close your fingers around it like a fist, with the twine running between your fingers and your palm. Stick out your right hand pointer and middle fingers, like you're pointing to the left with both of them. Keep a hold of the twine with your ring and pinky fingers. Using your left hand, wrap the top twine section over the 2 right hand fingers that are sticking out. Start the wrap on top of the fingers. Pull the string under the fingers and away from you back towards the meat. With your right hand fingers remaining pointed, rotate those fingers down and under the twine you're holding in your right palm and then over the top twine. Slightly open the 2 pointed fingers, pinch the tag end of the other end of the twine, and pull it through the loop. Grab the short end with your left hand and the long end with your right hand, and then pull the long end down towards you to tighten the knot. Adjust the location of the knot if necessary. And then in a quick jerking motion, pull the long end to lock the knot in place. You may hear a locking or popping sound. You want it tight, but not so tight that it rips through the meat fibers. That's the first knot. Now let's tie the second knot to secure the slip knot in place. Using your right hand, grab the long end of the twine. This is the end that was on the bottom for the first knot. Stick out your pointer and middle fingers on your left hand with your palm facing up, like you're pointing to the right with both of them. Using your right hand, wrap the twine over those 2 left hand fingers. Move the 2 left hand fingers down and away from you to create a loop. Slightly open those 2 fingers, grab the other tag end of the twine and pull it through the loop. Now pull the 2 ends down tight to create the security knot. Then just snip off the loose ends and move on to the next knot. When you're tying multiple twines on the same meat, try to align the knots for presentation's sake. The butcher's knot may seem complicated at first, but I've found that if you take a few minutes to learn it, muscle memory just takes over and you'll be able to create these knots quickly without even thinking about it. My goal with this video is to shorten the amount of time it takes you to learn it and give you clear instructions for doing so. Let me know in the comments if any of this was unclear and I'll happily post an update.